Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's Moore on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on first down. Moore. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
To throw on 2nd down. Moore. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Moore now from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Dixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Let's go. That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this. Good job, baby. Good job. Good stop, D. Good stop. Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Now Moore looking to throw on second down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw is Moore. To throw on second down. This complete to Lockett. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Leopard!
More on 1st and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Cornell.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Earl Thomas in on the stop. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Longacre in there to get him for a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The pitch goes to Penny. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. They'll hand it off to Procise. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Looking to throw on second down. Moore. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Goff on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, here's Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing on third, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards there and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Moore. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Moore now, operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They run. It's Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now Moore, off play action. He lets it fly for Lockett. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Moore. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Moore throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's a give to Penny, and he'll be taken down at the 34. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
No. Jack, Patriot.
On the handoff, this is Procise. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
DC. Here we go, 76.
On 1st down, Goff. Able to get away. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff for Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And out now come the Seahawks. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Moore. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll pass it to Petty. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Moore now. He finds his man, Baldwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 15 yards through the air and a first down. Moore now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st and 10, Moore. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go now.
Down he
Green
goes.
39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Moore now to throw on 2nd down. Oh, no, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run here with John Kelly. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go again with Kelly. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now Goff on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Goff now looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Moore steps away, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Moore on 3rd and 2. And he finds Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Moore now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone.
To throw is Moore on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Moore from the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. Their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Taken in at the 22. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go. Super 66.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner defender, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The former first-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Moore, operating from the gun. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?